Good evening, everybody, and thank you for coming to the first of our speaker series in connection with the business plan competition that Loyola is running this year. So we really appreciate you coming out. This is going to be the first of a series of workshops that we're going to have to enable people that are interested in potentially learning more about entrepreneurship, more particularly people that are interested in potentially coming into the business plan competition, to give them some sort of a sense in terms of what are some things that you should be thinking about as you start to pull your plan together. And tonight, we're very fortunate to have Professor Gingerella with us tonight to speak basically on the whole concept of idea generation and innovation. Where do people get their ideas from as they start to come up with an idea that they want to pursue into a business plan? So I think you'll find it very interesting. I'll just give you a little bit of background on Professor Gingerella. He's the nice thing about it, he's been here at Loyola for 2.5 years now. 2.5 years at Loyola. He's a clinical professor, and the reason most of you graduate students don't know him is because he teaches primarily undergrads. But he's got an incredible amount of knowledge and experience with respect to the entrepreneurship field in general. He has over 30 years of executive leadership experience, including division president and executive positions with Fortune 500 companies. His career spans large international companies to successful startup companies. I think you started three companies of your own. In addition, Len's entrepreneurial experience includes the founding, growing, and subsequent selling of a multi-million-dollar management consulting firm to a New York Stock Exchange company, as well as mentoring several new successful startups. Len holds an MS degree in business administration from Central Michigan University. He's authored numerous published articles, is an angel investor, is the advisory council chairman at Lawrence Technological Institute, and just before he came here to Loyola, he was the entrepreneur in residence at DePaul. But he got wise and decided to come over here to Loyola from DePaul, came to the bright side. So we're very privileged and happy to have you here, Len, tonight. So with that, I'll let you take it away.
Okay, thank you. Sorry we're running late. You know, before I even get started, I think sometimes the best way is to find out what's on your mind about ideas. As I understand it, this is all about sort of teeing up, if you will, your business plan competition. I'm correct on that? Mm-hmm. So, and in the first phase of that, you're here obviously to think, okay, do I have a good idea? If I don't have an idea, where do I get an idea? And those kinds of things. So before I get into any of this, and I just have like 4 or 5 PowerPoints that I pulled from other things, so they're not directly tied to your program, but I think they relate a little bit. Let's just start with what you have on your mind, and you tell me what the questions you have regarding ideas, where they come from. Do you have a good idea of any of that stuff? So let's just go around and find that out, so we can have a base point to go from. Who wants to start? Who has the best idea? Yes, sir. Good.
I've been thinking about a business in hydroponics and aquaculture.
Okay.
It's kind of in its infancy right now, but right now it's trying to figure out, costs and revenues and stuff.
Do you have a background in that area?
I'm working with a person who's in fisheries and wildlife.
Okay, good. So you have an insight into that business already, something about it, what it includes, and all those kinds of things. The financial part of it is actually the easiest part. It's the touchiest part. It's a very critical part, but the early part of the idea is, if you don't have a good idea to begin with, no matter how financially sound it sounds, it won't sell. So with that background, that's good. You have that insight. Any question on this that you want to get out of this?
No, I'm just kind of here to see what the overview of it all is.
Okay, all right, good. Who's next? Who wants to go next?